Hello everyone, welcome again to QuickDraw. I'm James Artville. Today's going to be a little different. I learned that there's a new feature in Clip Studio Paint called time-lapse recording. So instead of capturing my entire screen, complete with HUD and tools and brushes and settings, it apparently just captures the canvas, takes a recording of all of the input, every brush stroke, every command, and then compiles it all together in a quick time-lapse video. So I figure that's exactly what I tend to do with these quick draws, and so I thought I'd give it a try. Some of the things that I'm missing with this time-lapse is, of course, my tool selection, rotating the canvas, changing the settings. Those are things that are going to be omitted. So therefore, you're really just going to see the work created from start to finish without actually seeing necessarily the details of the process. So I apologize for that. I'll try to explain as I go through. So I made a quick sketch, and then I'm making some flat colors. Each color I am putting on a different layer. With this piece, I utilized layer masks for each color shape. So that way, when I do the shadows and the highlights on the layers on top of each color mask, keeping that mask intact, I make sure that my brush strokes are contained within the brown of the hair, within the purple of the shirt. I am using an iPad Pro, the 12-inch, when composing this illustration. I don't believe that the time-lapse recording feature is available on the desktop version of Clip Studio Paint. This commission was provided to me by the same person who I did my last video, the frowning girl. They came back, they were happy with my work, and they wanted me to do another portrait, this time of a guy smiling, purple shirt, curly hair, thick beard. He specifically requested that I use a semi-realistic style, which is a departure from what I normally do. And that's perfectly fine because I always love experimenting. I like changing things up, learning new techniques, trying things out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The things that do, I tend to carry into my new illustrations. I definitely appreciate the opportunity to step out of my comfort zone, think outside the box, tackle challenges. I'm using mostly solid shapes and the lasso tool to select certain areas. I'm using the airbrush tool with a hardness setting for the shapes, the shadows, the lights. I don't really have much in terms of line art, maybe just a few details like for the earlobes, the nostrils, the top of the eyelids there, but mostly I'm trying to avoid using hard lines to keep that more semi-realistic look. If you're interested in having me commission, I have rates on my website. Depending on whether you want just a head, waist shot, full body, sketch, line art, color, background, no background, the price will change accordingly depending on basically just how detailed the piece you want it to be. So I feel it's pretty reasonable. You get what you want, tailored specifically to you. And this is, of course, just an example of a semi-realistic style. I also do comic book type art, do cartoons, I do anime, I do a lot of fan art. As you can see, I have examples of my work on the edges there. All of those are available as prints on my website, jamesartville.com. So feel free to browse through, find some of your favorite l'characters. They make great gifts. Hang them on your wall, frame them, you name it. So the hair on this one was tedious, but it wasn't challenging. Mostly, of course, just a bunch of small strokes, the beard, the hair. I find that what really made the hair stand out the most was applying the highlights. So it wasn't necessarily the dark strands that I felt really made the hair pop out, but rather, the single, more focused strokes revealing the highlights. It's kind of funny, this guy that I'm illustrating looks like he could be related to me. I swear I have maybe several dozen cousins of mine who look just like this guy. My hair is not curly, but it does run in my family. Those blue eyes, though, man, I wish I had blue eyes like that. So when I'm done with all the details here, I will put a background. It's going to be a simple color gradient with just some texture, noise in the form of, just dots and splatters and pointillism, I guess, just to help break it up and add a little more texture to it. There we go. I chose kind of like a rusty golden brown orange color to help contrast with the purple for the sake of complementary colors. There you have it, all done. I hope this was helpful. It wasn't super in-depth. If I do a live stream, obviously that would be much more of a tutorial as opposed to just a time-lapse video. If you like what you see, check out my website, jamesartville.com. I have books, I have stickers, I have art prints for sale. You can commission me, like I mentioned before. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have a request, leave it in the comments below. I love hearing what people want to see, their favorite character, or just want to talk about video games or cartoons or comics or anything. I'm down for it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.